Hello everyone, Dallas for Comics here, and have we got a big video for you today. I want to wish you a happy New Year's, and I got a couple of videos lined up for you. One to commemorate the end of 2020, and another one to commemorate the beginning of 2021. So let's get right into it. These are all local shop pickups I got, and I'm going to get right into it. Here we go. Justice League of America, number 134. Just picked that one up. Older issue. I like it. Now this one I picked up in Washington, D.C. because they have a Smokey the Bear Museum. And I just remember having this one when I was a kid and I was excited to find it again. That's the true story of Smokey the Bear, number 1. And here's another one I had when I was a kid because I absolutely love Jurassic Park. Here's Jurassic Park Raptor number 2, and I love the series. I love these covers. I mean, I want this original artwork. This is number 2 of 2. Love that Jurassic Park series. Now this is one I picked up because supposedly there's rumor that Disney Plus will be doing something with the Agents of Atlas. And so I made sure to pick up issue 1 of this one. It's not their first appearance, but I don't know, might be something interesting to get into. Now here's a series that I haven't been too crazy about, but I always do like my alternate Earths and my what ifs. So here's Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I haven't got a chance to crack into this one yet, but like I said, always excited for multiple Earths. Now here's one that I was kind of on the fence on. It was an Inferior 5, number 5. But I don't know if you can see there, but it is signed. And if anyone out there knows whose signature that is, please let me know in the comments, or you can message me on any of the social platforms. I just didn't know who this was. I have read the Inferior 5 before, back in pre-Crisis, but so I was interested to see that they did it again. Here is Batman Beyond, last issue, number 50, and this is the variant cover. I like that one. I think that's cool. And here's another one, Hawkman, final issue, number 29. And here's a team I like, and I've always liked, Squadron Supreme, and I found Squadron Sinister, number 1. And I got issue 1. Issue 2, issue 3, sensing a pattern here, and issue 4. And as you guys always know, I like my annuals, so here I found Teen Titans Annual number 2. And this one isn't an annual, but here's another team I really enjoy, and that's the Thunderbolts. This is Thunderbolts number 10, but it's their 20th anniversary issue. So it's getting double. And here's another one. Here's another Dark Knights Multiverse, Dark Knights Metal. Like so these are kind of like the what ifs, the dark versions. So I'll give it a try. Another anniversary issue, Iron Man 600. Here's one that I found, and it's a Marvel Super Action starring Captain America. It's a little, I was like those older covers, so excited to find that one. Here's another, when we talk about the 80-page, 100-page giant, here's a 48-page giant, Legend of the Swamp Thing, Halloween Spectacular. Here's, this one's kind of favorite of mine. I love what they did with Batgirl. And this is issue 1 of Rebirth, so I'm very excited to find that. And of course, here we go. Batman Superman Annual number 1. And here's Batman Superman Annual number 1 again, but this is from the newer series. Now, this, I will always buy these. These are some of my favorites. Ghostbusters, Transformers, Back to the Future. If I ever see any of those, I will always pick them up. And here's Ghostbusters Annual 2017 with the origins of Slimer, or as they call him here, the Green Ghost. Legion of Superheroes, final issue, number 125. Got almost the complete run of that. And of course, you know, I'm a glutton for special covers and shiny. So here's Spectacular Spider-Man 200 with its shiny cover. Ooh. Speaking of variant covers, here's another one. Batman Superman. I believe this is the Bombshells variant. Like the Bombshells. And here's why I didn't know what it was at first, but I think I finally figured out. It's the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, the one they gave away. It looks like at the Regal Cinemas right down there at the bottom. I've never seen this one before, but picked it up anyway. Since we're talking about Squadron Supreme, can't forget their leader, Hyperion, #1. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Avengers 366. Oh, gold. And another one of my favorite series is the What If series, and this is What If Thor #1. And I think this is a variant cover too, so that's good to find. Now, we talked about this previously in my last comic book finds, and here's Adventure Comics with my favorite superhero on it, Dial H for Hero. Here's another Convergence, or I'm sorry, not Convergence, variant cover. And this is Titans. And this is the number 1 of 2 variant cover. And so I always pick those up. And see when I was talking about Ghostbusters, here we go. Picked one up. Transformers, Volume 1 from the 80s. This is number 39. I remember this issue. Always, every time I see Transformers, I always pick it up. All right. And here we go. West Coast Avengers, Annual #2. And here's another annual. Ghost Spider, I think probably one of my favorite characters that has appeared the past 5 years, 6 years from the Marvel Universe series. Really like what they're doing with her. I think she's a cool character. I liked her into the Spider-Verse. Excited to see what they do with her. And here's one I kind of heard about. Batman Catwoman. That's a Black Label. I'll give it a shot. It's issue 1. Let's see what it's like. And of course, here was the free Future State. I'm really kind of excited. I'm gonna stop here for a minute and talk to you because I'm really excited about what I've heard about this. Supposedly, this is going to be the DC equivalent of Age of Apocalypse. And if that's what it is, I'm excited because Age of Apocalypse is one of my favorite Marvel crossover series. And if that's what this is, I'm so ecstatic. And they're gonna, from what I hear, they're gonna they're gonna pause their line of comics and they're gonna release all these new ones that are just future states. So I think that's really cool that they're actually like putting pause on their current universe to bring this future state event going on. I'm really, really excited about that. I know it worked for Age of Apocalypse. I was excited for when Age of Apocalypse did it, and they changed X-Men and X-Force and X-Factor, and it became, Factor X, Gambit, and the Externals. There was Generation Next. I just love that series. And supposedly the rumor is that's what this is going to be, is the Age of Apocalypse for the DC Universe. Next here's one, and I got really excited for this, and just because it's the Iron Man thing, and I love the idea of merging two characters together. I loved it when they did it with the Amalgam universe, and I was really excited about this, but I saw this was just a variant cover for Iron Man, but still, the idea behind it is cool. And here's another shiny cover, Ravage 2099. Now, the funny thing about this comic is there was never an original Ravage character when 2099 came out. Most of the 2099 characters were all based off current Marvel Universe characters. This one hadn't been seen before, so this is a brand new character created just for the 2099 universe. I never knew that until recently. What if, speaking of parallels, here's What If Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet. Here's another anniversary issue. It's Immortal Hulk. It's number 33, but it's actually issue Legacy 750. And I've read some of this, and this is really good stuff. The Immortal Hulk is really good. Spider-Woman #1, variant edition. I have the other variant of this comic, but always got to pick it up. And I know one of our previous episodes I've shown this. Here's New Talent Showcase 2017. So we get, you know, we've always talked about these before. Any of these collections, or I always pick up. Always got to get those. Now this one, when Marvel does these spotlights, I like to see if I can find them, pick them up, because they kind of, they're almost like teasers for whatever the upcoming story is. I think this one is got Young Avengers, and I can't remember what X-Men story that is, but Young Avengers, that's a good series too. I really liked what they did with those characters. Supergirl Annual #2, of course. There we go, Annual once again. And I love these pulp ones. I think this is one of only the few ones I'm missing from that Pulp Hero set. Now this is what I just picked up because it just looked, I don't know, just crazy. And it's called R.I.P. I don't know much about this series. I mean, you can see somehow TSR is involved with it, which is, I believe the makers of, or was the makers of Dungeons and Dragons. And see, it's a comics module. And I think when I was reading this, they actually have rules in here on how to use this to play as a game, which is very interesting. Like the premiere show. I like this guy that has the just a straight drill in his head. But yeah, that appeared to my taste, the cover. And here's another one. I loved this movie, The Crazies. If you haven't seen it, I recommend seeing it. And both are good, the original George Romero one and the remake. Check them out. And since I love those movies, of course I had to get the comic. I was very happy to find this. And here is New Teen Titans #14, and the reason I picked up this one is the Crisis crossover, and I love the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Once again, ties into all my love of parallel Earths and multi-universe what ifs, so of course I had to pick this up. And speaking of Crisis on Infinite Earths, let's not forget the sequel, Infinite Crisis, and this is Countdown to Infinite Crisis. 80 page, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now, if you can't tell who that is that Batman's holding on the cover, I won't tell you. I recommend you go out and read this series and find out who that is. I don't want to spoil it for you. But this, I remember I hadn't read comics for a while, and I picked up this book, and I was full loaded barrel back into getting comics in the DC universe and then eventually back into the Marvel. This got me actually back into comics with this series. Loved what Infinite Crisis did and brought me back into it. Now here's one I picked up just because this supposedly has the Guinness Book of World Records for most characters drawn on a cover. And it's double-sided, and I think the number is 242 or 248, but this is The Wedding of Deadpool. And I just love going through this thing, and I mean, you can see here, let me just kind of zoom in. Maybe we'll just scroll through, see if maybe you can name all of them. Maybe if I get some more subscribers or likes, we'll do a contest and see if somebody can name every single character, and we can set up some kind of prize or something. But look at all that, and that's just the front. Like I said, it wraps around the back. I'm so excited to find that one. This is a run I'm trying to complete. These are the first issue specials. I have Dr. Fate. I have the Green Team. I can't remember specifically off the top of my head how many there were, but each one was kind of like an introduction, first appearance. And this one I've never heard of this group before. The Dingbats of Danger Street. Kind of interested to find out what these guys are. If they're going to be like the Inferior Five or the Newsboy Legion or something else. But yeah, the Dingbats of Danger Street. Never heard of it. And here we go. You guys should be used to seeing these by now. Here is an 80-page giant. This is the Nuclear Winter Special. 80-page giant. Of course, had to get it. 80-page. I mean, love them. Here was another one that I'm sure you've seen before, and I just picked up because I wanted to find out. And this is the DC Knights Death Metal Secret Origin. Like I said, I haven't followed this one 100%, but these individual one-shot issues, I try to pick up just to see what they're like. And here's another one I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Superman Family, number 209. Always got to pick these up. I mean, come on. It's $1. You get Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, Mr. and Mrs. Superman. I believe that's Earth 2. And here's Earth 1. So for $1, oh, it says right there, 5 all-new stories, no ads. There we go. Boom. Of course, here's another Transformers. This is the Introducing the Pretenders. And if you know anything about Transformers, the Pretenders, you know these guys were kind of a hit or miss. But, yep, of course, Transformers. Gotta get it. You gotta get Transformers. Here's Convergence New Teen Titans. Cover 2 of 2. And I don't know... Yeah, I don't know if I have number 1 of this. And finally, we have Transformers, the holiday special. And this is where I think I'm going to leave you guys today. I thank you for watching. Stay tuned because there is going to be a part 2 and possibly a part 3 coming really soon. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit me on all my social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'll be on there. And I look forward to hearing from you guys again. And a happy 2020 and a happy 2021.